Welcome back as we embark on the final week of the year. So I hope this message finds you surrounded by the warmth of love and the enchantment of the season. As we step into the energy of December 25th to the 31st, a week filled with the spirit of Christmas, the anticipation of bidding farewell to 2023, welcoming in 2024, let's take a collective breath and just savor the beauty of this transformative time. On Christmas Day, may your hearts be aglow with magic of the giving and the receiving, surrounded by love, of family, of friends. And as we approach the countdown to New Year, let's reflect on the journey we've traveled up to this moment and embrace the fresh possibilities that do await us. I'm truly grateful to share this journey with you. So let's infuse the final days of the year with some gratitude, some joy, a sprinkle of cosmic magic. Whether you're indulging in the holiday traditions or quietly reflecting on the year gone by, know that the universe is aligning to make this week a tapestry of positive vibrations just for you. And as we approach this final week of the magical year, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for the beautiful journey we've shared together this year. So I don't know if you were around, but if you were, remember last year's present I prepared for you. The stars were whispering on New Year's Eve, and there I was, finishing up the last of your reports, weaving my magic into the gift for your personal astrology report based on your own natal chart. And the feedback was simply phenomenal. Your stories of how the cosmic alignments work magic and successes into your life, it warmed my soul. So this year I'm thrilled to bring you an even grander offer, okay? For $35, it'll be available on my website. I'll leave the information down below. Dive into this treasure trove. Not only a year of transits, but I'm going to put in the added progressions just for you. So imagine for a moment having this 25-page long detailed report guiding you through the tapestry of your life. And it's not just a report, it's your roadmap to success. It's a personalized guide for perfect timing in all of your endeavors. So we're walking into an 8 energy year, a year that promises financial abundance in our lives. And if that's one of your goals, then this roadmap is a must. And I want you to experience joy and happiness and abundance in your life. That's why I'm here. So as a thank you for your unwavering support, I'm offering you this compass to make 2024 your most successful year yet. I'll leave the details down below. So stay tuned. I'm excited to share my insights, offer a bit of guidance, sprinkle a little extra stardust on your Christmas and New Year's celebration. I'm wishing you joy and a week of magic ahead. Let's go over to the cards, reveal the energy that surrounds you for the week of December the 25th through to the 31st. Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly focus for December the 25th through to the 31st, 2023. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and let's delve into the cards, shall we? Okay. So, first and foremost, we have for our underlying energy the Four of Cups. You're not the only ones to get the Four of Cups this week. So, we have maybe a frequent flyer here. This is about gratitude. This is about looking at what you already have in place to grow your path forward, to bring in tangible things from your thoughts, from your ideas, from your wisdom. It's a time to celebrate your talents, your abilities, the things that you have right now in your existence that offer you a sense of joy, a sense of happiness, a sense of safety or security, a sense of love, trust, support. And to pay attention to those things so that more of those things can start to come into your life. Those actual things that you are trying to invite in your life will show up naturally for you. So this week is about gratitude. If you don't normally do something when it comes to gratitude, I would suggest doing it whenever possible. Okay. Gratitude can be done at any time of day when you first wake up, and just give thanks for another day to become the masterpiece you've always been meant to be, or you're doing it the very last moments of your evening. And this is when it's the most powerful. Okay, it's not the only time to do it, but if you're not going to do it throughout the day, at least as you close your eyes and you're going to sleep, think about some of the things that you are grateful for. Maybe things happened in your day that you can be grateful for. Maybe it's just your surroundings, or maybe the people. Maybe it's a part of your being, your talents, your abilities. There is study after study after study that shows that a gratitude journal is beyond the best thing to do, but they have found that in your last waking moments, one, your dreams more prophetic. Okay, you're giving your mind things to work on. Oh, we like that kind of beauty, do we? Well, let's make that happen in our life going forward. We're coming up with ideas right now for you to apply as early as when you wake up tomorrow morning. It's about, your health is better. Okay, it lowers our blood pressure. There's all kinds of stuff, and nothing's coming to me, so I guess I'll just move on with this topic. But and sleeping. Okay, you ever have 8 hours sleep and then you wake up and you feel like you did not sleep a wink? Okay, that's because you're not going into a deep enough sleep, right? Not getting a low enough REM. So when you do gratitude as a nightly ritual, what happens is you get not only a sounder sleep, a deeper sleep, one that really rejuvenates you. If you're going to get 8 hours sleep, you want to wake up, you want to pop out of bed. You don't want to go, oh, I can't believe the alarm's going off already. Okay, so it's about raising our vitality. It's about raising our energy. Our first card is the Hangman. So this is a week to pull it back a little bit and think of things, okay? Think things through more logically than emotionally here is what this card usually calls for. It's about looking at things under a different perspective and different angle, perhaps, in order to understand it a little bit clearer. This card also asks you to be in the moment this week, to celebrate the moment and be happy and grateful for the moment at hand. This card also will ask you where you need to surrender, where you have not been giving up for some reason. It's usually pride, a bad sense of ego that pushes us to stand our ground even when we know we're wrong. So these are things that we should be surrendering to, and we have refused to for whatever reason. Look at your reasoning. Is it sound? Is it logical? Also, where we have control in our life and where we need to have control of our life are two different things. Sometimes we work really hard to gain control in areas of our life that we don't even need. So it's best to use our time, our energy, our resources properly, and that means fewer commitments, fewer obligations and responsibilities, so that we can turn more of that back to ourselves. Now, some things obviously we do need to control of in our life, absolutely, but a lot of the things we could delegate out, give to somebody else. Mind you, it probably won't get done as well as you could have, but it will get done. Okay, our next card is, the Three of Swords. It's a week of healing. It's a week of forgiveness. And I get a forgiveness to self. Now, maybe there's somebody that you need to mend a fence with, but I'm not really understanding it as that. I'm getting more of, it's time to heal you. It's time to love yourself. It's time to embrace the beautiful person you are. Okay, now we do have a full moon happening this week in your sign. So this is about understanding what doesn't bring you joy, what brings you frustration, what brings you a sense of boredom instead of a life filled with anticipation and inspiration and creativity. What has been holding you back? Because chances are there's a part of you that needs to be healed. So allow some kind of healing energy in. Look here, okay? The sky is breaking up and the sun is coming through. That light, that energy, that divine energy is coming through. It's going through those swords, and look at you down there. You're healing. You're allowing healing in. You're allowing time for yourself to allow healing, because you so often are looking to make sure everybody else is okay and raise everybody else up, that sometimes you need to turn it inward, please. Okay, and recharge those batteries so that you can get right back out there helping everybody else in the ways that you do in life. But this week is asking you to take some time to heal. And maybe it's forgiveness of yourself. We think we dropped the ball, we think we weren't good enough, we think we were too late, we were too early, we were too fast, we were too slow. We should have said that, we shouldn't have said that. We should have done this, we shouldn't have done that. And so just stop being so hard on yourself and give a moment or two to just how beautiful and wonderful you really are, and tap into that sense of authenticity of what makes you you and why you should be so proud of that. Okay, our third card is the High Priestess. Yeah, this is sitting in quiet contemplation and looking within and understanding the magic that is already within you. Now, this could be your talents, this could be your abilities, this could be your charisma, this could be your wonderful personality, this could be your compassion, your empathy, the love you give to others. There's so many qualities. We could just sit here for a day and list them off. So it's about looking within and understanding the magic that you already have residing within you, that you don't need anything other than that really to truly go forward in any step. Although we think we do, we really don't. We can just rely on what's already natural given, beautiful talents and abilities. Now, this card also says that there is magic around you. So ask what you want to come into your life. It's okay when we're having moments of gratitude to be grateful for the things that have not yet arrived in our life. And acting like in some way it's already there because you know it's there, because it's on its way and you've made room and you've made space for it. Okay, work and career. Three of Cups. This is a time for, good news could be coming in. You could be getting a promotion. You could be getting a raise. You get a line on a new job that works better with you. You've been doing a home-based business and all of a sudden you get this peak, right? All of a sudden people are placing orders and wanting to know more about you, or, watching your videos or whatever it might be for you. Reading your blogs. Ordering your goods, your wares, the things that you've created. This is good news coming in. This is about celebrating those things, okay? So, just take your hat off, take a bow, okay? Or you can curtsy if you want, but just say, "Yeah, I'm great. And this happened today at work, and this happened in my business." And they might be little grains of sand on that huge beach, but it's your grains of sand. Okay, it's about being proud in a very healthy pride of who you are and where you've started from and where you are today, and expecting those doors to break open when it comes to work, career. Expect something to celebrate about this day and every day. Maybe, you just had a really good interaction with a customer, but that interaction also leads your thoughts to different things, which leads to this, which leads to that. You don't know unless you start appreciating some of those little happenstances that happen in your life, on a regular. So look for the miracles. Look for all those little miracles that make up your beach. Because you do have an extensive beach. Everybody has an extensive beach, right? There's no such thing as a small little beach. So maybe a little cove somewhere or something, but still there's a lot of sand on those little tiny beaches. Anyways, love, relationships. We have the moon. Oh, this is about, your inner child. This is about the love, the joy, or how you experience, or what your criteria is for those things: love, joy, happiness, contentment, peace of mind, security, safety. And what those things really mean to you and how you define those things. Now, the next part of this is, how do we build that within our relationships? How do we grow and strengthen those relationships? So this would be, if I'm reading it for somebody already in a relationship, you're looking at how to strengthen it. But you're not giving away a part of your joy or your happiness or your love or anything like that. It's about bringing that out into the open. It's about utilizing it as your magic, your superpower. If you're looking for a relationship, once again, you have to know your heart center. What do you truly want as a partner, as a significant other, as somebody who may be walking your path for a very long time with you, a new best friend even perhaps? What do they look like? What do they sound like? How do they inspire joy into my life? How do they inspire happiness or trust? Or, how do they do those things? How do I know it's and then you find that person. Okay, if you're looking for something a little less than, something a little less than will show up. So this is the time to stand strong in your truth, of your happiness, of your joy, of what you need as a lifeline in order to go forward. And I shouldn't say as a lifeline, because I don't want you to pick the bare minimum. I want you to pick the extreme. Okay, spirituality this week. Well, for you, it's meditation, it's prayer, it's having those conversations seemingly with yourself as you're strolling through a forest, or down your beach as you're walking down your beach. This is where you start to understand where the glass ceilings have been in your life and how to break through them. And you see them, you visualize them, you understand them. So you might be learning something right now. You might be actually taking some kind of course or workshop or seminar about maybe a trait that you want to make stronger in your world today, going forward, obviously, into tomorrow. This is also understanding where you have allowed other people to put that glass ceiling in place. Maybe it was your parents. A good husband would do this, a good friend would do that, a good wife would do this. Into, what do I really think is important? Is it so important that they are that, or do that, or even resemble that? Or do I want somebody more like this in my life going forward? And really coming to some realizations. I think this is kind of like almost like a regressive kind of thing that you want to do in your meditations, and show me where I started believing that it had to be this way in the relationship. It had to be this way in order for me to create money for myself. It had to be this way in order for me to grow my stature within the community. It had to be this way in order for me to be, and start understanding in different parts of your world where glass ceilings have been put into place. And, this is about breaking through those glass ceilings. This is about, stepping out of the boundaries, taking a risk on yourself, trying the unknown a little bit. But we're going to do that in our thoughts. And we're going to play with things. And we're going to come to some conclusions of, what? If I did that, that would probably work in me changing my perception, changing my paradigm, changing my existing reality, changing my focus. Health, well-being. If you got something wrong with you right now, that you are struggling in your health, everybody's got an opinion. Okay. Everyone's got an opinion. Some of those opinions are very strong recommendations that you can utilize in order to make yourself stronger or healthier. less pain, whatever it may be. Some of them are just, speaking of something they read in a magazine once while they were waiting in the office, in the dentist office or something. And this is also about, now this is either if you're healthy or you're going through something, of standing in your truth of what you believe is the right path for you. Nobody knows you as well as you know you. So if you have a doctor that's trying to write you 85 prescriptions and you've never taken a pill in your life, you have to stand your ground and you say, whoa, wait a minute. There's got to be different ways of doing this, some of this naturally. Maybe it's my diet I need to change. Maybe I need to exercise differently. Maybe I need some kind of occupational therapy in order to get things moving that haven't worked in a while. Maybe I need to try yoga or Reiki or some kind of acupuncture or the chiropractor before we go to the medication. So, and it's not to say that those medications would be the wrong thing to do, but you have to stand in your truth, and if they're writing out 100 prescriptions for you, that you're going to sit there at home and say, well, maybe I'll try this one. And you're not going to follow them to the letter anyway, so it's better to have that conversation with the person writing out the prescriptions for you. It's about standing in your truth. Maybe, your friends want to join this marathon, but you don't even walk. So maybe you can join a group of people that do walk, and maybe in 2 or 3 years you'll want to run the marathon with them because you're at that stage. But you have to say, yeah, I'll do that. And you're panting and puffing and huffing, and after, a very short run, and they're going, right? So you can either feel like you're being left out, or you can actually work a goal to meet that requirement down the road. So if it's something that you want to do, it's like, yeah, I could do that because it'd be stronger, better for my health if I got that exercise each and every day. But I'm not ready to start practicing for a marathon because I haven't even walked around the block in the last month. So where do I start? Maybe walking around the block. There's all kinds of, the malls these days. That's a place where people always frequent in the early hours to walk the mall, right? Just get in those steps, get in a little bit of exercise, get that heart pumping, get that blood flowing. So it's standing in your truth. If you are a carnivore at heart and somebody says, well, you really need to eat more of a vegetarian kind of diet, you're not going to go with it because you're a carnivore, right? So you have to work it out. Maybe that no meat is an option. Maybe you can limit the amount of meat that you have in your diet and try the vegan, or whatever it might be for you. But really give it some thought, some consideration. Absolutely. And stand in your truth. At the end of the day, it's standing in your truth. When it comes to your health, when it comes to your well-being, you know better than anybody else what's going to work and where you will actually put in the effort. And how we show up is an important part. Okay. Go to a Circle of Doors tarot card for you, and we have the Chariot. The 7 energy appears, which is standing in your truth. For me, the Chariot's about pulling it back. In my eyes, let's see what they say. Oops. As I sprinted and dodged through the chaos, I suddenly saw the answer so clearly. Only in the frenzy of burning fields could the brightest truth be witnessed. So drive your destiny. Raw instinct cracks like lightning through your limbs as you move too fast to think. When your mind cuts the sharpest edge of the now, the boundary between your body and the world disappears. The best methods for achieving your goals are discovered in the act of pursuit, not through idle contemplation. The power of the Chariot is the power to shake yourself out of a sleepiness and accelerate your circumstances until your speed makes you forget of any fear of failure. When do you feel that raw freedom pulsing through your thundering heart? What dusty dreams are worth digging up and running with until they shine like streaking comets? What will it take for you to have the faith to hurl yourself into the rushing rapids of life's magnificent uncertainty? Your affirmations for this week are: each next breath contains infinite power. I transform failure into improvement. The how comes from the doing. And I am always making progress. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.